China has been much more assertive in the Taiwan Strait, and if you compare it with India, certainly it has been much more assertive in the Taiwanese Strait, and China considers that it is something Taiwan as its or unification with Taiwan as one of its core national interests and a red line that should not be crossed. And therefore, we see Chinese leadership often threaten to use force against Taiwan. There's an interesting, uh, I would say, observation that I was able to make. And it was while the Chinese leadership has often threatened to use force on its Taiwanese front, it has been more cautious in using force and escalation against the Indian soldiers or along the LAC. I mean, it wants escalation, but at its own terms that it can control. Three examples before us are Galwan, Kailash Range, and Yangtze. Each time when
Yeah.
India has responded and tried to escalate the situation, the Chinese have shown a great sense of urgency and eagerness to diffuse the situation. It happened in Galwan, and also when India scaled the Kailash Range, and recently in Yangtze. It seems that the PLA is prepared for military posturing along the LAC, but not active conflicts. But this is in stark contrast, and here it becomes interesting. This is in stark contrast to the position that they take on Taiwan. They are prepared to use force. They constantly threaten use of force. They scramble jets and even warships along the across the strait, and they threaten that they are prepared to use force if pushed. But unlike India, at the Indian front, where the PLA has been challenged by the Indian Army, the PLA hasn't been tested so far in the Pacific. So it's kind of difficult to put a weight on their claims and threats. But analyzing their pure rhetoric, it seems that China is prepared to use all the force that it has to retake Taiwan.